Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Destructicon, and today I'll be reviewing this week's latest release, Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a first-person shooter/battle royale game from developer Respawn Entertainment and publisher EA. Similar to other battle royales, the gameplay loop of Apex revolves around dropping on the game's map, finding and/or fighting over weapons, attachments, consumables, and gear in a never-constricting space until you or your team are the last standing. Apex, however, attempts to distinguish itself from its competitors, such as PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and Fortnite, by shifting some of the emphasis more on squad-based play and away from solo play. It does this by taking a note out of Team Fortress and Overwatch's book and introducing specific characters called legends. These legends fill specific gameplay roles and niches. Some of them are supports built around the principle of helping your team via healing and sustain. Some are protectors designed to prevent damage, and yet others are damage dealers themselves. The number of legends so far is somewhat limited, with 6 available right off the bat and 2 needing to be unlocked. However, amongst them, there is enough diversity due to their unique traits, tactical powers, and ultimates to make them feel truly distinct. This shift is also reinforced by the removal of solo play in Apex, the only play mode available so far being in a 3-man squad structure. As such, players are somewhat encouraged to create balanced squad compositions and communicate with each other effectively in order to succeed. To assist in this, the ping function of the game has been built to be extremely versatile and context sensitive, making it easy to communicate the location of an important piece of gear or the enemy. The game also has a built-in voice chat to help with verbal communication. However, the ping function itself, coupled with the Legends voiceovers, makes it so you don't necessarily need to engage in voice chat. This is a great boon to players who are not comfortable talking with strangers. Another gameplay twist comes in the form of revives. Even if a teammate is killed, it doesn't necessarily mean he's out of the fight completely. You still have a chance to save your comrade by retrieving his card and going to one of several revive beacons scattered across the map. Such moments can be extremely tense but also incredibly rewarding, as your goal shifts from hunting and stalking other players to avoiding them until you've had a chance to res your squad. Personally, I am against not including a solo mode in any capacity, as it makes it hard for newer players to get into the game and develop their personal shooting skills without first dragging a team down. It would have been useful to either have a more advanced training mode where you can fight against more customizable and intelligent bots, or have a solo mode, but with more emphasis being placed on the team mode. In terms of gunplay, Apex leans more towards traditional shooters with regular weapons broken down into standard categories. You won't see anything crazy, such as rocket launchers, grav guns, or bows firing explosive arrows. That said, the weapons are quite distinct, not only from category to category, but within those categories as well. For example, you can have an assault rifle which is full automatic, but another one might only have the options of burst or single fire rounds. Also, the weapons which are supposed to deal a lot of damage do feel weighty and impactful, such as shotguns. Unfortunately, other weapons don't feel as meaningful to use, with the biggest losers probably being snipers. It's clear that the game's personality is emphasized by the legends and not the weapons. However, the map itself is also quite distinct. In terms of size, it's about as large as PUBG's smallest map, but it feels a lot more densely packed. You have several different biomes and distinct zones scattered across its surface, from lush jungle to desert, from military to civilian compounds, and from wide open fields to narrow canyons. You even have certain aircraft which hover over the battlefield and can be boarded to act as high ground advantage. While the map is quite small, it just feels fuller overall than its counterparts from other games. The game's overall pacing feels faster than Fortnite or PUBG and is more comparable to Call of Duty. Firstly, you have more innate mobility built into each character via the slide mechanic, which also has many useful applications in combat, such as potentially dodging a fatal shot by sliding suddenly. Sliding downhill also greatly increases your speed compared to sprinting, allowing rapid relocation. A few of the characters also have mobility-related abilities, such as grapples, ziplines, or teleports. Lastly, you also have balloons scattered across the map, which, once climbed, will engage your character's dive mode, allowing even quicker traversal. As a consequence of this mobility, however, one of the key issues I find is that the iconic shrinking zone of battle royales doesn't really play as big a role until very late into the game. You never really feel in danger of being caught by the death zone, as you nearly always have the mobility to either make a mad dash directly towards a safe zone, or if even you're caught by an enemy squad in the middle of it, you can simply circumvent them and go around. This is also not helped by the decision to cap the number of players on the map to 60, for a total of only 20 squads. It makes even the small map of Apex feel rather barren. The art style, while bright and colorful, isn't as cartoonish as Fortnite, going towards more realism. In terms of looks, the game is gorgeous and beautifully detailed, with distinct environments, weapons and characters. The special effects also look great, such as smoke, energy shields, water and fire, and the animations for all characters are sharp, organic and stylish. The sounds are also very good, with each weapon sounding distinct and the heavy ones even feeling impactful. The sound is also carefully calibrated so you get a sense of distance across the map, a key feature in being able to determine the proximity to your opponent based on gunfire or their footsteps. The characters are also brought to life with good quality voice acting, which really emphasizes their personalities and different backgrounds. There are also plenty of nice touches, such as the legends calling out in voice when you ping on the map, telling you when they are healing or even when they're downed. In terms of rewards, the game takes another page out of Overwatch's book. After each game, you get a certain amount of XP based on your performance, and once enough of it is accrued, you level up. Leveling up rewards you with some legend points, used to purchase new legends, and a loot box. Each loot box contains 3 random rewards of different qualities, which could be skins, quips, banners, or stat trackers. These can also be crafted using a currency which also drops in the loot boxes. As far as monetization goes, the game is free to play and doesn't have any pay-to-win elements. You can't procure better weapons, attachments or gear. Everything you can buy is cosmetic only. I, however, still do not agree with the loot box model, even knowing the odds on the different rarities. There are already some studies which have pointed out that opening a loot box triggers the same kind of effects in the brain as gambling, and as such, loot boxes should be more carefully regulated. Overall though, Apex is a lot of fun and it does a lot of things right. It smartly attempts to carve out its own unique niche in the Battle Royale market, giving it a distinct play and feel. At its best, Apex can be a fast-paced and exhilarating affair, with tight shootouts, elevated further by the increased cooperation between you and your teammates, and the intricate use of your abilities to make space, provide cover, and relocate to unexpected positions. While some systems aren't yet fully fleshed out, it doesn't detract from the overall experience too much. And as such, I rate Apex a respectable 8 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please consider liking it, subscribing, or leaving a comment. I do my best to post weekly, every Monday at minimum. If you're interested in more of my content, please check out some of my other videos. I also stream on twitch.tv/Destructicon, and I also write for Team Liquid on teamliquid.net. Shout out to Team Liquid for being one of the friendliest and most supportive esports organizations. Thanks for watching and have a great day!